Oh, hey guys, I didn't notice you there. Hi, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to the roast of the host of TST, JD Kain. I am no one in particular. Poopy. I'd like to thank JD for willingly giving into peer pressure so he could subject him to a series of terrible jokes made about him in the name of charity, of course. Now, which brings me to why we're all here. Our amazing friend and community member, Christina Blackfeather, who I'm sure you guys have seen her G Plus posts, and she's been around the live chat quite often. Everybody knows Christina. She's going through an incredibly difficult time due to a lot of expensive surgeries and also medical expenses that have been piling up. So, along with an ailing husband and limited resources, means that Christina needs a lot of help. So, we're doing this roast in the hopes of helping Christina out. Which brings me to what I want to say. Christina, you've been an amazing person, amazing friend, and I appreciate everything that you've done. And I hope that this roast at least helps in some regard. Now, to bring home the turkey bacon for Christina, we'll be offering roast rewards. That's right. That means that during this stream, during this roast, you can donate to Christina through the GoFundMe link, which will be provided down below, and I'll be monitoring it. So for different levels of rewards, for different amounts of money that you put in, means you'll get a little something from us. So if you donate $5 to $20, you can roast one or more persons on the panel by posting your comment down below in that link when you donate. That means you can roast Sam, you can roast everyone on the panel, or you can roast Dreg because, you know, he's the angry black guy, and that's like the easiest fucking target right there. Now, if you decide to want to donate more than that, like $21 to $50, we'll roast you. That means that you can come on and join the panel, and every single one of us is going to say something absolutely terrible about you. Isn't that worth donating to? I think so. And if you decide to exceed $50, that means that everybody is going to have a turn, which means you get to roast us, we roast you, and you get to be a part officially of the panel. Now, before we let everybody take their pants off and start slowly masturbating to the illustrious voice of Dragnut, I want to give all of you guys a trigger warning. Okay, so pay attention, guys. Okay, he's flashing for epilepsy. Okay, letting you know. All jokes are permitted. Okay, that includes racism, sexism, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, heterosexism, cisism, ableism, mentalism, classism, genocide jokes, ethnic cleansing jokes, and basically all around not politically correct. If any of those things I've listed or any other isms or phobias you got going around in there scare you, fuck off. Now, before Drag has a chance to talk about the education that nobody gives an absolute fuck about, Drag, why don't you go ahead?
Thank you, Muslim Darth Vader. I appreciate your very well written, very not rehearsed intro. So welcome, folks. Thank you for joining. Don't expect a whole lot from me, not because I'm black, but because it's fucking early and there's meaner jokes, honestly, and I've heard them, and some of them make my soul hurt. But holy fuck, since Jello Shots is here and not comatose, I figure why not see to the greater man in mass, not in skill or talent. So that being said, folks, we all know JD. I've known JD ever since he actually fooled me into thinking he worked for Harvard. Don't ask me how, I'm fucking stupid. But ever since we came together and decided we wanted to make something of what Captain had already started, which is Talking Shit Tuesday, it's been fun. I've got a chance to meet this man more than once, and some of the things about JD are honestly more than obvious. Like, the man is so fucking liberal that his chin hair, actually his entire facial hair, is actually made out of Hillary Clinton's fucking pubes. That's how fucking liberal this guy is, okay? Disgustingly liberal. And he's proud of it. He is absolutely fucking proud of it. This man brings a new level of what it means to be a human, to be a man, to be someone who lives on the precipice of white trash and class, that he needs a new category. Somehow he is able to make alcoholism look like a sport. JD, my man, my partner in crime. You have shared with me the most intimate details of your life, and I have shared some of my own because I frankly don't trust white people. But That being said, I think you are more deserving of the captain of title. Cap, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But after this man has told me about how he has absconded a woman, the love of his life, and her kids from a terrible situation, he is more deserving of the title captain, Captain Savaho. So, JD, my man, welcome to your roast.
Thank you so much, Drag. That was awesome. Now, moving on to the person that says that they got on the front cover of their Instagram for the Glute Lab because of his torso.
Just a second. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm sorry, mate, but I have to drop the call and rejoin in just like 2 minutes.
He's got to take a shit, folks.
I really do apologize. I'll be right back.
Can't you just pull an Alex Botten and just take the computer with you while you shit? Okay. You did not just drop out to. Like, why did you have to drop out to take a shit?
Well, there goes a third of the jokes I was going to fucking tell.
So I still got some white trash jokes left in me, but I mean, thanks, Jello. Get to distribute them a little bit better now.
Listen, guys, we got to get Sam hurrying on. He's getting paid by the minute that he's not speaking. So, Sam,
Hannah, it's by the second. You guys are. I'm disappointed, Drag. I thought some anti-Semitic shit was going to come up. I was expecting for me to experience so many burns that I would feel like I'm in Auschwitz.
No.
I have to start by honoring our host, Hannah. This roast would have a less butch host if Nadia pre-transition was here. When I saw Redline for the first time and I met you guys as a couple, I wondered where all of the testosterone in that relationship was. And then, Hannah, you walked into the room wearing cargo shorts, and my question was instantly answered. Hannah, what is it with you and having so many losers into you? I mean, you fucked Redline, Pew and G-Man had crushes on you. Just complete the set and fuck Prudent, okay? It's a win-win. You accomplished that goal, and Prudent doesn't shoot up some mall in Arizona.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
I'm not over shit in here. Now on to the roast master, CaptainAwesomeoh. When I met Cap, I saw you in a Hawaiian shirt, cargo shorts with a beer gut. You were a floppy hat and a Corona away from being in a cruise line commercial. Cap, you fat fuck. You need to lose weight or Tommy Hall's not going to be able to get off to you. But in all seriousness, Cap, you fucked Lyrical Orion. Why? If you wanted to see what AIDS looked like, you could have just rented the movie Dallas Buyers Club. And now on to the person that I tell white people I'm not racist because I'm friends with them. Dragnot. Drag, you're fat, black, and pre-diabetic. There's no joke in there. I'm just preparing you for that meeting with the endocrinologist. Drag, you are fat, arrogant, educated, you can't handle weed, and you can't rap. You're the reverse Wiz Khalifa. Burst into enormous white chicks. That's Rev's area of expertise. Rev News isn't here, but let's be honest, even if he was here, would he really be here? Can someone translate that joke into the Hut language for Shani? So I went to San Francisco with Drag, and for people that don't know, there's a lot of sea lions in San Francisco. And Drag, you look a lot like those sea lions. You're humongous, you have a self-important look on your face, but the main difference is that you can't swim.
Oh, shit.
So we're going hard in the paint on this one. Lenny, you fat Irish fuck. When I look at your face, it reminds me to eat all my potatoes. But it also reminds me not to eat too many potatoes. Dude, don't you have pity for your countrymen that died in the famine? And then what's the deal with your fucking facial hair? Like, what's the thought behind it? I know your fiance's thought. No one else will fuck him with that on his face. Overweight steampunk. And I have to confess, I don't know much about Jell-O shots, except that he looks like what happens when you feed Lenny after midnight. And now on to the man of the hour, JD Kain. JD, this is true. You're like, I know that I made fun of a lot of your weights. Good God, all of you are fat. What the fuck? But you're engaged in a fat loss contest with Cap. And JD, when he was explaining his weight problem, said that he doesn't exercise because he doesn't like sweating. In unrelated news, JD's wife has never had an orgasm. It's been alleged that JD works for the NSA. JD, you working in intelligence is like Shani working for Weight Watchers, Redline working for a suicide hotline, or Jell-O shots just working. JD, I know you hate Steve McRae, but you got to think about it. You two are a lot alike. You both host overrated shows. You have beards. You both think you're smarter than you are, and you both fuck busted chicks. There's only one difference. Steve went to nuke school. So guys, I want to thank all of you for letting me be mean as shit to all. And, I actually wrote this in my lab notebook, so I got to tear these pages out so that like my colleagues don't see this foul shit. Thanks, guys.
Oh shit!
God damn.
Oh, feelings will be had.
Oh my god.
Shit. I feel like the only proper way to do this would be to say thank you, Mark and Noah, for the $25 donation. I did catch it. As per the reward tier, we get to roast you, but I will introduce you after the end, or right before the end, in between, let's see, Fat Idiot, and then Mark and Noah, and then JD. That way you get a
Not
like
specific. It's my
Fat Idiot.
Fat Idiot, yeah. Fat Idiot seems to be a good place to start.
Speaking of fat idiots, what the hell just happened here? We lost one fat idiot and we gained another.
Holy hell!
I was wondering what the fuck's going on.
Well. Thank you for having me here at the wake of JD Kain.
This isn't the wake of JD Kain.
My bad. Sorry. Thank you for having me here at the funeral of JD Kain.
No, you fat idiot. It's not a funeral either. It's a roast.
It's a roast?
Yeah.
What a waste of time. He's going to be roasting in hell in a minute or two. All right, well, how about this? Hey, JD. JD, can you hear me? Have you figured out what you worship yet, JD?
You haven't
I can't hear you,
speechless.
JD. What do you worship, JD?
Myself.
Don't give me that crap, JD. I'll reach down your mouth, pull out your gurglers, rip them out through your throat, and work them over like a speed bag. This is a waste of time. I'm done here. I think it was a flop.
God damn. Well, a surprise visit from Rand Campbell apparently is on the
Let that fat idiot in. Jesus.
Well, then again, that's like the description for most people in here. Fat idiot.
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh, hey, Jello.
Shots.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
And someone returns. Well, I don't know too much about Lenny. I don't know too much about Jello. I don't know too much about either one of you, so I'm assuming you're both fat, you're both fucks, and that's how I'm going to introduce it.
That's fair. No, it's not wrong. I mean,
Take your time learning about them. The longer I stay in here, the better my credit score gets.
You're welcome, by the way.
Always. I can tell you a little bit about one fat idiot. At least Lenny. Lenny and I have never met, nor have Jello and I. I figure they're a lot like Cap in many ways, except, well, Lenny reminds me of the movie Roots, and, well, fuck, he's from Florida, so I don't need to really say anything. That in itself is a joke. But Jello in and of himself really makes me wonder, when did Santa Claus become a molester?
Oh God.
Oh boy, Lenny, you're up, bro.
I'm up. Oh my God. All right. My apologies.
Pay attention, host and roasters.
Thank you so much. Captain asked me about a week ago if I would do this roast, and I thought to myself, no. But then as we got closer to the date and I found out who was going to be here to roast with me and I might get some shots in, I thought, all right. And then when I woke up this morning and began to play Red Dead Redemption, I thought, no, again. But I'm here because it turns out I can do Hangouts through my phone and play Red Dead Redemption 2 whilst I'm speaking to all of you. So I'm going to be doing this one-handed or not full-cocked, as they say.
That's efficient.
So, first, let me begin with Captain Awesomeoh, a man who I've known for a number of years. We were co-hosts together on the Awesome Crew show. We've been in countless hangouts, and we talked about many, many important subjects personal to our lives. And I can honestly say I've never seen a man in his 40s be such a disappointment than Captain Awesomeoh. He has really just been a letdown to everyone, and he makes me want to commit suicide for him.
Love you too, Lenny.
Okay,
love you too.
Fuck you. Sam's here. Not much to say about Sam because I actually quite like him. He's a very interesting individual. It's like Sam. When I look at Sam, I think of a Jewish kid with Downs that was given the Captain America Super Soldier Serum. Something like that. And then when we come over here to the end, it looks like Childish Gambino has joined the call. That's a turn up for the books. The least interesting part of the Spider-Man movie. I've talked to Drag a number of times before, but every time I speak to him, even though I don't know where he is, he's probably transmitting from under a bridge somewhere. Every time I speak to him, I feel like I need to know where my wallet is. And that's not because he's black. It's because he's really black. Now, when I was told I was going to be doing a roast with a gentleman named Jello Shots, I thought, who? I said, no, it's Jello Shots. Okay, fine. His name's Jello Shots. And then when I saw him today, I looked at him and I immediately thought, a man who's picked his internet moniker after a drink that young women like to do, but he looks like he's a Tolkien dwarf who lives under a bridge and eats goats. There's something something the slightest bit rapey about that. I don't know. Hey everybody, come over and get Jello Shots. I look like a fat troll. Moving on. Moving on to JD Kain, the pedophile Bob Ross, the man who is so original and so capable and so intelligent. He saw a format that Captain and I were doing in the morning and then thought, I can do the same thing in the evening. Fantastic. Beautifully original thinking. Well played. Well done, sir. As you know, if you watch Talking Shit Tuesday, he talks about G-Man a lot. G-Man, he doesn't shut the fuck up about G-Man. G-Man is so far, a black man is so far up JD's ass he could be confused for a male Kim Kardashian. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And I think this is the first time I've heard a lot about Hannibal. I've heard her name a couple of times. I hear she's very, very nice. She seems very well spoken. The outfit she's wearing is very fetching. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and just leave my phone number in the side chat whenever you're ready for adult section. I'll give you Captain's number. All right. Fuck you guys. I'm going back to Red Dead Redemption. You're officially boring me.
And just to block that number, give me 1 second. All right. Now, thank you so much, Lenny. Guys, remember to donate. Please, link in the description, also on the live chat. Now to move on to Captain Awesomeoh, whose tits could arguably called better than mine.
Oh boy.
No, they're better. They're definitely. I've seen her in the same hotel room. Don't fuck around.
Thank you, Darth Isis.
I was dragged around in my underwear like a fucking show dog by Cap's girlfriend, and being shown how I was apparently the anatomical diagram of what he should be, including the lack of foreskin.
It was the best in opposite sex. I was trying to demonstrate what the fuck that meant from that fish shop. Thank you, transgender Cobra Commander, for that intro. That was fantastic. Awesomeoh here, Chateau Awesomeoh. He's as fuck. I call this the diversity hire. So look at this. I'm the only white guy here. I'll pause for a moment because I'm pretty sure Andy Wells is going to accuse me of white genocide here. And Loot is probably frantically memeing us as we speak. So I originally wanted Hogtie to be the host today, but I guess he was bored by a moose or an angry beaver, so I had to let the Bosnian Muslim in. Hi, Hannah. Mark, I know you're watching. Try not to be triggered. The Muslim is hosting. She's controlling us right now.
The terrorists win.
The terrorists are winning. Just know, Mark and Glute and company, that I did give her father a dowry of 2 goats and a lump of cheese to get her here today. Oh man, she was with Red for a while, but you know, she was used to being treated like shit, as all Muslim women are. So I don't know. I guess the relationship worked out well for them. I first met Hannah in the San Francisco trip, and god damn it, when I saw her, I'm like, oh honey, take a page out of Redline's book and fucking cover that face. Never show that face again, ever. It's fucking disgusting. Drag. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for taking time out of your busy day of ignoring your children and giving us 24-hour CNN-style coverage of Shanny and G-Man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nigga, I'm going to break this down for you, okay? Turn the computer off. Go play catch with your kid. Or else he's going to grow up looking like a fucking Antifa meme. Just fucking shut this shit down. Go outside. Jesus Christ. I first became a fan of drag back in 1988 when he starred in that Sigourney Weaver movie. It was the one with the mist. What was that called?
The Mist?
No, it had mist in the title. I don't know. Sigourney Weaver.
Gorillas in the Mist, for sure.
Yeah, that's it. I did get to experience Drag's handshake. It was fantastic. The one that apparently buckled the G-Man. I gotta say, his disgusting paw fucking engulfed my arm like one of those fucking fuzzy fur muffs. It was fucking disgusting. Sam, hey buddy. How you doing? Sam, I originally wanted to roast Sam first, but his people have an inherent fear of ovens. So we had to settle for the third best, which was JD. McRae couldn't be here today.
God damn.
Sam's a really busy guy. He's currently going to he's working towards his PhD from Patriot University.
In you know,
Sam, I'm really hoping that after the roast, I can put that disgusting Jew beak of yours to good to good use, so we can help use you like a truffle pig to sniff out Lenitar's pot of gold. Can we do that? Speaking of fat pigs, Lenny's here. Hey, Lenny. Thanks for wading through the empty Guinness cans and floodwaters to be here today.
You're welcome. It's my
Lenny's the fourth worst thing to happen to Florida since Hurricane Stephen, Hurricane Michael, and Hurricane Malcolm. Now, as all of you have the unfortunate knowledge of knowing, Lenny has a disgusting fucking penis. It's the weirdest fucking thing. He's actually shown it to me like twice. He was trying to get like an expert opinion on it. I gotta say, that shit's so fucking weird looking. It looks like it should be pinned up on Hogtie's wall. There should be room for it right next to Jackie.
Get him!
Sorry. Much like Jackie, that joke wasn't really well developed. I'm sorry. I love you, Jackie.
Oh my god.
This is why we have trigger warnings.
Kevin, shut it down. Shut it down.
That's okay.
Swat him now.
You know, Jello Shots is here. I'll give all of you a moment to take the time to scroll back to your 2013 G Plus feeds and realize even back then he wasn't relevant. When Jello first heard that I was having a roast, this poor fat fucker showed up expecting a warm meal. I mean, god damn.
I'm hungry.
He's got the body of a stuffed hefty bag and the hairstyle of a 1980s steampunk lesbian. Look at that shit. What is that? Oh man, he looks like all my bad decisions became barely sentient, quickly started self-loathing, and then immediately began medicating. Look at that fucking shit. JD, hey buddy, how you doing? JD's like, oh fuck. JD's amazing for a lot of reasons. They just happen to be all my ideas. Let's face it, he's amazing at Talking Shit Tuesday, but I gotta say, JD, it was funnier when it was the Awesome Crew show. It really was. JD tries to come across as an intellectual, somebody who's knowledgeable in philosophy. He tries to come across as a good father and a husband. But I got to say, you and your wife's love of college football just quickly reminds me that you're nothing more but Ohio State white trash, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
The only person here with more of a dad bod is Hannah. JD is the stepfather to 3 beautiful children. You guys don't know this, but JD did once share with me during the San Francisco trip that the real father is a disgusting homeless individual that lives under a bridge. So JD,
It's not me.
how does it feel to be fathering Nadia's friggin' children and banging her sloppy seconds? I mean, who am I to judge? I'm freaking Eskimo Bros with Steve McRae. So, JD, you don't know this, but I mean, you did share with your viewers that you and your wife did have a bit of some issues during the San Francisco trip. You did make her cry. The part that I didn't tell you, JD, is your wife actually came to me in tears, and she was actually asking for my help. And I'm like, oh, this is JD. What's the matter? And she said, oh, well, I feel like my husband doesn't appreciate me. What should I do? I'm like, you know what? You should let him fuck Hannah. And she looked kind of confused by this. Like, why the hell would I let him do that? And I said, well, sometimes you have to fuck a 2 to appreciate a 4.
Oh, huh.
Oh,
Get him.
man.
Yeah.
I will say this. So JD and I did take his wife to France later on that evening. We did Eiffel Tower her. It was amazing. How I know he was in France, because when I bet that bitch over, I saw nothing but hair and it smelled of expensive cheese. Disgusting.
Yep.
JD's so fucking gay and pretentious. This idea of a good time is having shitty coffee in the queer capital of the world. I can make a better Irish coffee.
Lenny, come here, piss.
That's racist.
Oh, man.
When Lenny pisses on your head.
Oh, shit. But that said, JD, thanks for being here. This is for charity. Take good care of Lenny and I's show. Just remember, it's okay to take your shirt off every once in a while. Want to see that friggin' dad bod B cup you're rocking there, bud?
Encouraged.
Oh shit, this is harder than it looks. I'm fucking done. People donated.
Make your money.
Good god damn, dude.
Yeah, we are a bunch of mean fucks, aren't we?
Yeah, dude, like, trigger warning wasn't thorough enough. Fuck. But I did want to take a moment to thank Stylo Blue for the $50 donation and to thank Holy Spackle for the $25 donation. Now, Blue, listen. I know you said that you didn't want to necessarily be roasted and you didn't want to roast yourself. But Drag is an asshole. So Drag's going to do it on your behalf.
I really appreciate Stylo Blue for giving. She is a giver, folks. And let me tell you, anytime I'm feeling down, all I have to do is wave my dick and she comes running. But she, for some weird reason, has some of the most interesting fetishes that I've ever encountered someone on the internet. I'm used to just kind of watching shows about desperate housewives and not actually interacting with one. So this has been a true test of my blackness. Thank you for that. I'm trying my best to resist the urge to put my dick where it does not belong. I am often tempted by that on a number of occasions, specifically putting it in a blender every time I'm approached by anyone resembling Shani. But for you, I would definitely make an exception. Well, I'm not always black. Sometimes I have to strive. I have to strive for something more. Just like Sam strives to be the second strongest Jew I've ever met in my life, as well as the second Jew I've ever met in my life. But I do want to thank Mark Anoya. Mark has taught me an incredible amount about English history. In fact, one would think that I've already learned that in school, but you know what? I aim to please the lowest common denominator, which would be people who look like me. So that being said, no, I'm not taking shots at you guys who donated. I know you guys didn't want to be roasted, but you're going to be mentioned. Thank you, folks. There's a few of you that also donated as well. Holy Spackle. So Holy Spackle, when we first met, the first thing I thought was, man, her tits are bigger than mine. I feel better. But you are a lot of fun, even though some people don't enjoy how manic you are at times. But you know what? You're a woman. It's okay. I understand. I live with one. But you are truly, truly a caring person. And I just want you to think at night when you are having a stressful and a rough day at a job that's pretty much thankless, be happy and be proud that your husband is not comatose and emaciated and that you aren't 600 pounds. This is not a joke. I'm just honestly saying that you should honestly be happy that you're not in that scenario. This is for me to you as a friend, as someone who's touched your weenus. Okay, I'm done.
So who all donated? Mark Blue and who else?
Holy Spackle.
Holy Spackle. Holy Spackle, I hope that even though you don't particularly like my channel, at least subscribe to my channel. Really do.
I'm resisting the urge to say something about the other Blue. I'm trying my best right now.
I mean, you could.
I mean, you could.
Donated money to this?
No.
Donated money to this?
No. Blue smoked his donation money away yesterday.
I was about to say, if Blue donated money to this fucking thing, see, this is why the welfare state doesn't fucking work, man.
Is
why
crack that expensive these days?
If Blue donated to this fucking charity stream, that completely explains why I voted for Trump. I'm telling you.
No, but he's white. He's not black.
Mark donated. Also, wow, Mark, thank you. Now, I hope you're not upset, but I think the U.S. government towed Blute's van yesterday after some bomb scares. Yeah, that's all I got. That joke was malformed. I'm just gonna keep vaping.
I have the best joke about Blue.
Do it.
His life. The end. And now the death threats and cancer.
I already used my one incel joke, so I got nothing.
All right.
Well, Brian did have a comment that he wanted read out loud. So he says, this is towards JD. JD could lose 40 pounds of ugly fat in an instant if he just cut off his own fucking head.
No.
How terribly violent.
That's from Cancer Blue?
That came from the dark place.
That's Mark Anoia.
Yeah, Mark and Noah.
Pizzagate is real.
Yeah, what type of like private detective believes that Pizzagate was a thing?
Retracts donation.
Maybe he's like working under Jim Carrey as the pet detective.
That's a bit. That's like Dragnot believing that slavery in and of itself isn't bad.
Oh,
And
that one burns.
on the right thing is-
Correction in itself.
You know,
Shut the fuck up. Next up, Jello shots. Go, Jello.
Thank you. We all discussed being on camera for this, but Hannah told us that her burqa was in the cleaners, and we asked her not to.
Shit.
I was worried about that. That one's not good. Hannah, you and the Holy Spackle should start a closeted lesbian Christian Facebook group.
That's already a thing, my friend.
What are we doing here at 9 a.m? What kind of a goofball schedule to roast? Nobody wants to hear people yell racial slurs at each other at 9 a.m. If you did, we'd all move to Jersey. It was an awful time for a roast. Normally at a roast, it's nighttime. People have a drink in their hand, but at least the man of the hour is always day drinking, so we're good there. I'm relieved Drag is here because he's not out on the streets causing trouble. Also, I always love a good excuse to use the N-word. Drag suffers from PTSD, which is abbreviated for meh, I don't want to go to work. Scientist Sam is into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know if anybody knows that. That's how he gets that body. It's not for the reasons you'd think, like he was a nerd in school getting beat up and stuck in lockers. It's because he really likes and enjoys rolling around the floor with other guys. And then they go in the locker room and blow each other. That queer has MRSA on his tonsils. Damn, you'd make a great lamp. I'm glad Lenny could take time off of fending off the Fey people with his shillelagh.
What? So many racist jokes.
Way to go, Lenny. You think not writing anything down was the way to do a roast? The first time I met Lenny, he jumped out of my box of Lucky Charms. Let's see. It's all I got for Lenny. Sorry.
I'm telling you, he's roasting or reading his report to the class right now.
Sorry, it's the best I could do.
Someone let the slow kid sit down.
Cap, I like you better as Pillbox. It's fucking disgusting. I know it's been mentioned, but you fucking lyrical. The hell's wrong with you? I'd rather Nadia my own cock with a rusty spoon.
Fuck.
Captain Awesomeoh lost a chick to Father Time. Cap is under the impression that he fucks better than the geriatric Steve McRae. But he'll soon realize that no one leaves you and stays with someone else because you're a better lay. Cap's a bartender. I don't know if you know that. He invented a new drink called the Hot Cosby. That's all I got for these fucking weirdos on the panel here. JD, his name's not real. He took the JD off of his idol and hero Jeffrey Dahmer. The Kain part's just made up. There's only been 2 good episodes of Talking Shit Tuesday. One was the one that the captain hosted, and the other one was the one where Sugar took over. Just kidding, JD. You've never had a good show. The idea of you having a good show makes me think of the Holocaust, because neither actually happened.
Get him!
I didn't believe JD was a Jew, but I heard that he actually paid for this trip they all went on. He paid for both Dregs and the captain's fare and shit. The thing is, he charged them points, so they're still working that off. That's a bummer. JD's common law wife looks like a Yeti. She's a big blonde pro wrestler looking bitch. JD lives with his 2 stepdaughters and an abominable snowman.
Oh my God.
JD spends most of his time drinking whiskey, which his wife works hard to pay for by selling the fish she catches with her face and hands.
Oh.
And I'm not sorry for any of it. Thank you, JD, for being here. It takes a big guy to sit through this kind of shit. Thank you, CaptainAwesomeoh, for having us all. And everybody, please donate. It's a worthy cause. Thank you.
Jello, thanks for taking at least the little instruction card out of the pre-bought script there. Didn't want you to, it's like, oh, then there's JD Kain. This game is only appropriate for over the ages of 17. Do not.
How
I could afford to pay someone to write a joke for me.
Jello, how is it that you're making the serial killer jokes while you have like a cold, dead, emotionless face? It looks like if JD actually killed the bitches, you're jacking off to them in the corner.
It kind of works that way, yeah. I feel like,
Hey, Jello.
He clearly didn't eat all of those bodies.
Jello, how many dead cats do you have in the right freezer alone?
too many to count. Sorry, it's
like, how many Girl Scouts have gone missing because of it?
Well, no, originally he was just going to get the cookies. But then he was like, well, these could be,
Everybody's pissed off now. Nobody puts this shit in their roast. Everybody's pissed off after my turn.
Mrs. D donated.
That's
how did Mrs. D get that link? I have no idea.
I have no idea how she could have possibly gotten a public link where everybody knows who she is.
I have no idea.
I refuse to give it to her.
She
left that open for a reason.
So, Drag, I'm assuming since you did donate, that you'd be the first one that won.
I might as well. So
always JD.
Oh shit!
Did you get the chance to retort?
Oh shit! Yeah. You know what? The biggest joke that you could give to Mrs. D, honestly, is me. So no matter what you say about my wife, she is a trooper for staying with somebody who has progressively gained 100 pounds in the last 3 years. Someone who impregnated her on a drunken night between Netflix and chill, and someone who has spent an enormous amount of time arguing with idiots on the internet and still willingly has sex with me. So, Mrs. D, I don't know which of us is dumber, me or you for staying with me. But thank you
You see,
for donating.
when you say willingly has sex with you, I don't know. I don't know if you know what that means.
I mean, that's not fair. I mean, he rolls over and it's sex. Like, it's not really, willing. It happens in the middle of the night.
Have you ever
It's not willingly if you don't
from the
remember.
Revenant?
For those of you who are watching that might deny evolution, I have tracked Dragnot's family tree back to, I believe, a 1993 episode of The Maury Show where Tyrone was shown to be the father.
Fuck's sake.
God damn.
How do you get away with this
You
shit? But I
arrange
don't?
the docs at the bottom of the screen with me on one end and Scientist Sam on the other end. I think you pretty much have an evolutionary flow.
No, Drag would be at one end and I'd be at the other end. It was evolutionary flow.
I thought that one was too easy. I just thought it was
Grow up.
God damn.
Hey, if anybody donates $500, Hannah and I will have a live wet T-shirt contest. We can see who has the better tits.
We already know.
Bigger is one
I'm
thing.
gonna stick
Better is another argument entirely.
Hannah's nipples stick out so far they curl.
I'm going to stick with my comment from earlier, Captain. Your tits are bigger, not necessarily better.
I mean, at least they're not like lyricals where they have the lazy eye.
Dude, you can't make fun of her. You stuck your penis inside her.
I stuffed a lot of things in a lot of places that day.
Yeah, not helping your case, bro. Not helping the case.
Okay, go.
Want to know what she had for breakfast last Tuesday? I can tell you because I tasted it.
Oh my god.
Tastes like alcohol and stale cheese.
Oh God, I have the urge to ask Steve.
Now, because I need to get that out of my image.
I'm sweating profusely in this fucking hijab burqa bullshit I got on.
Wow, just
Yeah,
pretend you're
you
in the
should.
desert.
I'm gonna throw stones at you after this.
You know what, Cap? People are giving you shit. At least you did nothing humiliating, like, I don't know, pick up condoms from some other guy in Lyrical's bedroom.
No, I mean, mine would have been there, but her vagina decided to eat it.
He's a No, don't make fun of McCrae. He's a prospector looking for gold. Why thought he found and used condoms?
White gold. San Francisco tea.
Oh god.
Hey, Hannah, did you read chat?
I'm reading your mother. Yes. Also, I just wanted to. I've been trying to donate, but I literally cannot see. So, Christina, you will get your $25 after the show when I take this fucking thing off.
No, she literally has no money. She's busy paying off Red's latest drone purchase. She bought it on layaway, so she has the deferred monthly payments.
Oh god, damn it!
Okay. You know, making the minimum payment every month isn't the smart thing to do. The Jew is here; he can tell you that. It's almost as stupid as paying $700 for a van that nobody needed.
Oh god, shit.
God damn.
Oh, god.
You look like a dystopian nightmare right now. Look at this shit.
I'm ready to breathe.
You're like the man Redline wants to be in this picture. Look at this.
Fuck.
It's a shame. It's a shame, folks. We were supposed to have some more folks, like was mentioned earlier. We do want a Hogtie here. Hogtie is great. He actually has a great sense of humor, and his past is mysterious yet, erotic. But unfortunately, one person did want to be here, but did not have the gall, and that is good old Prudy Pie, Prudent Discourse, which he goes by his real name, Ryan, now. Recently, he has unveiled that he wanted to join the army again, to which I promptly laughed at. Again, from the first time he said he wanted to join. In fact, I made an entire video just based on the fact that he wanted to join the military. And some of you might want to, I guess, know why I'm bringing this up. It's just a really long way to say Prudence a bitch.
So Rayrard from the chat wants to say that Hana looks like the Sand People, which would explain why Red always has sand in his vagina.
That's an old term. I believe we call them dune coons now. What? That's what they're called, right? Dune coon?
Yeah.
Tuscan Raiders.
I know I'm not supposed to do this during a fucking roast, but I'm going to call Drag down on what he said about prudent discourse. That was a bit far. That was a bit fucked up. Despite Donald Trump's best efforts, they've been letting faggots in the military for years now. Why should he not join?
There it is. There it is.
It's a new time. It's a new year. Come on, man.
Hey, Lenny, you're triggering me right now, man. Don't trigger me.
I'm gonna go blog on Tumblr, you assholes.
Yeah, want to know about Trump's America? I'll go grab my Ruger and get away with it.
Anna, can you please talk prudent now? I think that shooting spree is imminent.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's okay.
folks, if you know Prudent personally,
Drag, the next time you come at me to shake my head, I'm going to shoot you and claim stand my ground.
I can get away with it too.
Fuck.
Drag looks like the type of bitch that the fucking Trump kids are going to be hunting next week. Fucking Africa.
How fat he is. Like, he's 2 blocks away. He's got...
there's enough fat people on the panel. You got to spread the jokes out.
Oh, man.
Hey, elephants are big game, too.
Take it from someone whose life actually matters. You have to be.
Was I the only one who got that joke instantly? Okay.
Yeah.
No, we all got it.
We all got it.
See, that was real to Drag because he lives with the struggle. It was real to us because we are racist pieces of shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Drag, you knew your place so well in my apartment that you slept on the floor.
Willingly.
No, he volunteered for it. I said, you can sleep on the couch. And he was like, massa. I'm going to go with the flow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's coming hot now.
Oh, man, we're getting fired up.
All right, settle down, kids. Now, on to the main man of the hour, half hour, 45 minutes it takes for fucking Lenny to read off his jokes. Listen, JD, we all love you. And thank you so much for deciding to sit in and caving into peer pressure as we make fun of you relentlessly. Now, as we've all been sitting here and just absolutely making fun of your Sasquatch wife and your absolutely adorable little shit children, we wanted to give you an opportunity to rebut some of the claims you've heard in this room. So please, by all means, take it away.
Fuck you all. Go fuck yourselves. Thank you, Hannah, for having the opportunity to respond to some of this nonsense. Even if it's charity. I have met Hannah twice now, once in New York and once in California. She is really as kind and altruistic as people say. And having met her in real life, I can confirm those ankles go all the way up. Hannah, she fucked a pasty-faced 6'6", 80-pound anorexic from Florida, and after 12 seconds of sheer tedium, stuck around afterwards. I don't know if anything else needs to be said on that matter. Moving on to the combination of Fat Albert and Gomer Pyle.
Fuck.
This is a man who couldn't find a Starbucks that's within visual range of where he's standing if he had a compass, a road map, and a native guide. Anyway, he does help the community. For instance, Drag and Sam have spent countless hours trying to get Prudent laid. I guess that's charity. He has generously donated thousands of hours of his life to defeating G-Man, the terror of New Jersey evangelicalism. Thousands of hours to piss off a guy who can't outpoint a goddamn Hebrew Israelite. Sam. Fucking Sam. All right, your delivery was so wooden, I thought you must have just gotten back from some kind of Jewish pride parade.
There it is.
Sam, I understand, is currently experimenting with Tinder. He's going with username swipe left 22 just to save time and feels.
JD, I believe it's called Grinder.
Cello shots, like when Mr. T fucked a fat midget and birthed an autistic gnome.
That was very specific.
Specific and correct.
Yeah, what was that about my vaping?
Here, I'll be with you.
Stop! You're making Tommy erect.
Oh fuck.
We have JD triggered right now.
This is the most exercise he'll get in a week.
Honestly, I've only met Cap once. I don't know much about him except that my wife and his girlfriend hung out for about 5 minutes, and she never really talked to him again throughout the trip. Although, she and my wife seem to be making some kind of plans for some kind of trip up there someday. I don't know what the hell's going on. I agree with Cap. His show is definitely superior to mine. I mean, it begins when people arrive at work. It ends when people are still at work. And it does explain why 90% of his viewers are thick shade socks. And fans of Campbell's Cream of Chicken who made a wrong turn on the internet highway. I mean, Lyric Lorian fucked Cap and decided she could do better with Steve motherfucking McRae. I'm not sure if that's an indictment of her or Cap. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Lenny, honestly, the only thing I know about Lenny is that he's endlessly fascinated with the dust buildup on his drapes. That's all I got.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You fucking racist.
All right, thank you guys for this roast, and obviously for all those who donated, you are all awesome people. And I really go fuck yourselves. You fuck yourself. My wife is gonna come home, see just one of the lines about her, and I'm gonna get a beating.
So that'd be the most sex you got in what, a month, 2?
Yeah.
So your wife is going to run in and give you the big bear claw?
I like them things. When
You
she's
do
done,
realize we're coming back out there, Cap, and you're gonna get some of this shit too.
Right.
If your wife sees the roast,
After she takes your girl and runs off to California, elsewhere with you. Like, where did she go? She was here a minute ago.
That sounds hot. I've never seen Wookiee sex before. Cap, tell me how it is.
It's a good thing that it's a good thing that the tallest building in San Diego is actually very short. You'll be able to get Cap's girl.
She is tiny. She's very tiny.
oh my god.
How's everybody in the live chat?
People
Looks
are
like
enjoying it.
Jack donated. Oldsby Jack donated. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have any Wayne
Are we
Hudson
roasting?
jokes? He's showed up in your chat.
Wayne Hudson. I heard Wayne Hudson went full glute, who's halfway to full Andy Wells. Kind of
Which is halfway to that guy just got arrested with his van covered in stickers.
right. I don't know. Glute is probably frantically memeing this as we speak. He does that. Is everybody
Fucking
triggered?
mainstream media, somehow relevant to this discussion. No, it's not, but that's okay, mainstream media.
Anybody know Oldsby Jack well enough to even come at him sideways?
Oldsby Jack he streams Forza for like ever. Oldsby Jack, if you want more people to come to your YouTube channel and watch you stream, grow tits. That's the best I got.
Oh, he's a pretty big guy. I think he's got that part covered.
When I first saw Oldsby Jack, I'm like, hey, who let the homeless person into the memorial? His name tag said, "Who the fuck am I again?"
Is there any way we could get Mark Anoia in here just to have him say what you don't do about 50 or 60 times? I'd love that bit. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Well, we'll see if Mark and I is willing to come in.
Yeah, he did send me a message earlier and said that he's going to have some issues coming in. He said there's not enough air in between Cap and JD, so I don't think he'll be able to survive.
I mean, he can stand right next to me. That's fine.
Well, he would, except he has an aversion to people who are born in Muslim countries.
Why would you expect Mark to be anywhere next to Muslims?
Yeah.
Hannah
can clear a room.
Only if something not quite so legal is about to go down.
Hannah can clear a room of white folks faster than her cousin who just blew up the nightclub.
Which also occurred in Florida.
Honestly, if I just sneeze in the wrong direction, like about it, that's it. The fucking clears. I could get in the front of the line.
Mark really is the guy who sees anyone with a towel on their head or a burqa, just immediately is like, Durka Muhammad Jihad. Like it's not.
It's like, dude, my girlfriend just got out of the shower and she has her fucking hair wrapped.
And she's like, put the bat down, Mark. It's okay. It's me.
Hannah, close out the roast. Anybody else donate that we can give shit to?
That seems to be it. Yep, that seems to be it. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming in and watching and listening to a bunch of fucking mostly white male assholes minus the fucking minority pick. And listen, just fucking talk about this fat dude's wife and shit like that. That's really annoying. But you stuck around anyway, so kudos to you. Also, thank you everybody who donated. Thylo Blue, Mark Anoia, fucking Allsby Jack, because where the fuck are you coming from? Out of nowhere. And everybody else, like Holy Spackle, thank you again. It really means a lot, and I hope that, Christina, this was something that you enjoyed and that you had fun watching.
The next roast will actually be Cliff Jumper, just by himself, telling jokes. So if you don't want to hear that, donate.
So who else was jerking off vigorously last night when he was talking about plane crashes? Am I the only one?
And how people in England, they're on their bikes and their cars, they're just so rude. And here's headcam video of 47 different people who almost got touched by a car.
Listen, if I go anywhere near plane crash conversations, I'm going to be tracked by NSA, so I'm just...
Fuck, you said it. It's too late. We're live. It's over.
Okay, so in about an hour, I'm going to start my own show. You guys can watch. I might even let a couple of you in, but it's going to... Actually, I'd love Sam to be in the same room as Adrian.
Oh, hold on. Mark wants a link in, folks.
Now Mark wants a link in. Where the
Mark
fuck
wants a link in?
I'll send it to him.
You're welcome. I mentioned Pizzagate. He's got it correct.
It's a roast of JD, so it's only fair.
He gave some money. I think he deserves a chance to come
in. Yeah, he did.
JD, they were talking about a basement dungeon for sex children. All right, it's a different one. It's not the one. It's not that other one. It's the different one. All right, you got to get the facts right. I'm an investigator.
The rest of us, he's actually paying for the opportunity to do a charity roast. So fucking good on him.
Mark, you have the link.
Invited him. And speaking of more roasts, I would love to do a once a month charity roast for those who volunteer or, like JD, was voluntold.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
So, Drag, would you like to be the next?
You're not supposed to want to do it.
I want it though. My people have suffered for 400 years of white people shit. A few minutes is not going to hurt.
In about an hour, I'm going to... Oh, there's Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hello. Say it, Mark. Say it.
Well, first mute your shit.
YouTube in the background.
How long has he been doing this? You're supposed to fucking know this already, Mark. You come into the room with your YouTube video muted.
Bollocks. What you don't do is leave your YouTube channel on so it fucks everything up.
I love it.
I just got to say, Mark, your current picture looks like freaking Site 10's fucking ugly sister. Look at that shit.
Thanks. By the way, I don't detest Muslims. It's Islam. Just get it right.
Oh God, big major difference.
Yeah.
They're kind of the same to me.
No, Islam is the ideology.
And then
So-
Muslims are just the people I hate.
So you basically you take Qurans and hit them with the bat. Is that it?
Whose roast is this?
I'm not sure anymore. It's kind of devolved.
What about your haircut, JD? Who cut it last time? The state.
I cut my own hair. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's obvious.
We can tell.
What with sunglasses on and a blindfold?
It's like JD watched Dumb and Dumber and said, "Yep, that fucking haircut right there. That's what I want."
That's the one.
The only person.
JD, if you want my comeback, you'd have to scrape it off your wife's teeth.
Man, that was almost as good as when Jimmy Carr did it.
Nearly good, nearly. Got to get them from somewhere. He's still not reading them out.
Whoops!
At least I can roll them.
Good Jesus.
Oh,
Hey, you
man.
can't talk about haircuts anyway. It's not Jello's roast anyway. But, I mean, JD, he's a good sport. So it's not hunting, but his wife was telling me how bad their sex life is the other night. Well, I say telling me, I wasn't the only bloke in the room, and she was bent over with a mouth.
JD's just self-medicating right now to make the hurts go away.
No, he's tempting Tommy Hall. That's all.
He doesn't need drugs. It's the fucking rest of us need drugs.
Amen, Mr. Anoya. Amen.
Oh, that was good. That was fucking good.
And it's not Hannah that needs it. I mean, well, I know she's got the headphones over the helmet there, but JD has got his headphones over a helmet. I don't know why Jello left her shit earlier because we were roasting one at the time.
Fucking retarded.
I think Drag was offended by that one. Drag, did that one offend you?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean drag.
What were you thinking, Captain?
Yeah.
I thought it was Drag because he's black and it was like a piece of shit joke. I thought it had like layers. That's what happens when I see a little bit of the Ganesh is that I start seeing like fourth dimensionally here.
Well, lucky you. My
Like,
brain goes to
like
shit.
right now, Hannah has tits. No,
She's
sorry.
not the one on screen with tits.
Sorry. It was
Put a
JD.
fucking bra on, at least.
Captain, listen, I didn't get the address didn't come through completely. Can you just send me your address again so I can send you at least half of my bras?
JD, you should be careful with that vaping.
Actually, yeah, Hannah, I do have a child who might be soon coming of age. His ears are just the right size.
He's not yours.
Yeah, I was going to say it wouldn't be a box of bras. It'd be a box of fucking like the sports bras, not the real bras.
Actually, I'd like to put little Reese's wrappers, little strings, and that seems to do just fine.
No,
You say
those
you have a
fucking,
child. He looks just like the fucking milkman, I expect.
your 7-inch nipples would just poke right through those things. What hangs out farther, your clit or your nipples?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because you had to fuck red with something.
The Muslim.
Yeah, she's Muslim.
Honestly, Hannah, I mean, you and Red are just so thin. I mean, with all those bones, you guys having sex would be like two cheese graters rubbing against each other.
Yeah, seriously, Hannah, if you get on top of Red, it's sort of like you're falling into a pile of brooms repeatedly.
You shouldn't make comments about people's weight, JD. I mean, you're so fat you could sell shade in the summer.
Does Red being able to get it up for Hannah technically make him a pedophile?
I don't know why technically.
How would it be technical?
Okay, literally. I mean,
No, I mean he's the Rocket Man. You know, he has to get the launch all cleared. Has to load it with fuel.
God
He
damn.
has to announce it, and then he bursts in.
Yeah, Hannah, did he request clearance, or is he going to be getting Me Too'd soon?
Oh my god.
Repeat after me, Kavanaugh.
Oh god damn.
Oh,
All right, brother.
Thank you for donating and coming in and joining us. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of smoke out that vaping, JD. Where'd you get that much smoke? That must be scary for a family of Jews. That much smoke in one place.
No, JD's used to.
On top
JD's
of
used to spitting hot air into the camera for an hour a week. He's used to that.
Just a shame it's not funny.
donated, as well as Jackie Kite. Jackie Kite also donated.
Hi, Jackie.
She's an hour behind the stream, so she's going to catch it in a minute. So
Oh shit!
I just read that.
Did Brojo donate?
Yes.
Yeah, brother John. Yeah.
I'll donate another $100 if Jackie sacrifices a puppy live on camera.
I may or may not masturbate to
Well,
that.
now that you said that, you could at least get her to see her crying on camera.
Yeah.
No.
And Kevin will have lube.
I'm
All
not
right,
paying for that. I've made it happen too many times on accident.
Who wants to be that asshole that roasts Jackie first?
No.
But that's
You know
I'm
what?
going to close out the show right now.
What, I'll do it. What?
It's still going.
We have a room of
There's still more
psychopaths.
jokes to be had.
Don't
I think.
you have the balls to roast Jackie.
You did a room of psychopaths. You're just willing to watch her cry for an hour.
She's got this. She's a lot tougher than you guys make her out to
I
be.
mean, I masturbated to Nadia farting in her garbage at least twice. I mean,
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
but you also fucked lyrical. What?
You can't say a word. I mean, Christ, that must be like waving a sausage in a bucket.
I did lose my watch in there somewhere.
Well, I did after.
Just because we said we would, just because I feel like we have to. When it comes to Jackie, I like her a lot. She's a wonderful person. But if I was walking through the woods at night and she crawled out of the bushes needing help or something, I would just get a stick and beat her to death. I've seen this horror movie. There's no way. I'm not taking that kind of chance. You know what I mean? If she came up out of a swamp like that, I would get it. I would get a log and just beat her to death. I'm sorry.
And
Well,
Lenny wins the Going to Hell for the Joke Award.
Kevin,
Wait. Let me try.
The thing is, though, Lenny, you would have taken her in the woods in the first place.
Hey, JD, can I try one? Can I make an attempt for the Going to Hell for a Joke Award?
Do it.
All right. There's been a lot of smack talked about CaptainAwesomeoh being fat today, and I don't understand it. He's clearly been losing weight, but he's been gaining it in the face. I can't help but wonder, Captain, what kind of fucking supplements are you on? Your face looks more bloated than Gus.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh man.
You know, Cap, you mentioned losing a watch. I've noticed Steve has a new watch.
The only reason Miracle fucked Steve was she thought he was Santa.
just a quick
Yeah, wearing three
shout out.
watches. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Just a quick shout out.
Okay. All right, guys. We all know that.
Shut the fuck up, Captain. So Roger did post a comment on the donation link. His comment is, shut up. Jello's bong gets washed more than his dishes.
True, I
I don't
care
think
about
that's a
that.
joke. I think that's just a remark.
Or his body.
Blue was going to donate, but he's saving up for banjo strings and furniture and a life.
Jesus.
I was going to say the only reason why Lyrical Orion fucked Steve McRae is because she was trying to get back on the nice list. That's it.
Can I be a moderator again?
Actually, I think it's only fair. JD, you get to close us out.
Oh, wow.
Go fuck yourselves.